Super excited today. Today we have the Japan Jackson King V bolted steel. The whole neck's painted, headstock, has Shimodunkin JB and Jazz in the neck, I think, and it's a volume with 2 tones, 3-way selector. We'll just check out the JB. These 2 pickups blended together, and then just the neck humbucker, and cleans leads and distortion, and then probably on a little overdrive too. It's crazy because this is a guitar that I wanted when I was in high school, and none of us knew that Jackson was going to stop making guitars in Japan shortly after, so it made this thing even harder to find. So the fact that I finally found one and it's in great shape, I'm super happy to finally have one of these. It's pretty cool. Very comfortable. It sounds mean. It's so cool finally having a Jackson King V that's in silver. It's the closest thing that I can get to either buying a USA model that is silver, or this is a real Japan made silver Jackson King V. It's pretty much spotless too. I don't entirely know how old it is. It might be 2008. The previous owner of this guitar took great care of it. It only has like a tiny ding on that horn, and then a tiny little ding on the headstock, and then it just has a small finish crack that's going on just in the clear coat, and it's so minimal that I can't even feel it unless I really try to dig my nail into feeling it. So that just comes to the territory. I've had other guitars that have had stress cracks in little areas, but it's always just really in the clear coat. There's nothing structural. So this thing is pretty much spotless, and in my opinion, it's in excellent shape. There's definitely some fret wear. It's been played for sure, but there's still life in these frets, so it's not the end of the world. And in a way, they look polished, so it's well taken care of. There's no rust. I gotta say, the neck is definitely very comfortable. And I measured this neck, my Rhodes neck, and my KV1 Mustaine. And so the KV1 is for sure the thinnest neck. The Rhodes is in dead second, but this one is slightly, and ever so slightly, a little bit thicker, just all around. But it's very minimal. You could barely notice it, but I can feel fractions of an inch. So to me, I felt it, but it's not negative. It's just that's what it is. This neck is slightly thicker, but it is still a Jackson thin neck. And I like the clear coat on what they were doing on the Japan models. Like it's not sticky to me, because I wanted paint on the neck. I like the way that looks. I like looking at that when I'm playing, because just I enjoy it. Like, most of my necks are painted on all my guitars. And I've never found an issue with that, personally. Just like of it affecting my speed, or if it slowed me down, like being sticky. Never really had an issue with that. Something that threw me off was I thought it was going to be 2 volumes and a tone. It's actually like a Strat, where it's 1 volume and then a tone for each pickup. The blade's cool. I don't know if eventually I'm going to want to rewire this a little bit, just so it's 2 volumes and a tone, and then maybe push-pull, just so I could split the coils. But for now, I'm just kind of leaving it as it is and just see how I think about it. I'm really not using the tone knobs, though, so maybe I should put some use to them as volumes instead. Not sure yet, though. But it says that this is a Floyd Rose 2000, so I assume that's pretty good, because the other ones I've heard of are 1000 and then 1500. So I assume this is a good bridge, and it feels pretty comfortable. Very responsive. Sound like in the description that he kind of made, he had a friend of his, I think, or something, that put a trim block here. It's pretty easy, just a little screw that's mounted to the body, and you can just adjust that. I don't think I have any complaints about this instrument. It's got 2 of my favorite pickups. I thought this might have been a 59 in the neck, but from what specs are saying and what numerous posts are saying that listed these in the past, it says it's a Jazz. I can kind of hear it, but maybe the Jazz in my Rhodes sounds a little bit more poppy and cuts because it's closer to the fretboard, because that guitar is 22 frets versus 24. So maybe that's what I'm hearing in difference, but I thought there really wasn't normally a big difference between having a neck pickup near 24 frets or 22. But maybe that's the case, because it does sound pretty close, but I thought it was a 59. Yeah, to me, this feels so close to a USA Jackson. It's just got all that build quality. You're just missing an ebony fretboard, some pearl inlays. I would have liked to have binding on this, but that's just not the case, and I don't mind it. That's just something that I really like having, is binding. So since this thing has a JB in the bridge and just essentially has spec that I want in a regular playing guitar, I'm definitely going to be using this as a regular. It's so fun to play.